Hello everyone, my name is Safiya Al-Ansari and this is my capstone project, Paper Vision. I'm gonna go through basically the basics and I'm gonna talk about the research progress and how I started off creating this project and how it progressed, and then later on what I have produced. With it, I'll just showcase some of the progress that I did with typography, color palette, illustration, etc. Um, First of all, I just want to talk simply about the vision and mission, just in case things needed to be more clear. Uh, Paper vision was initially, and with that part, with the vision and mission, I'll also explain specifically about the project in depth and why I've decided to go with it. Basically, paper vision was just a thought. I wanted to work with colors and how they connect with blind individuals. And the story behind that was that I went to a museum in the United Kingdom and I find out that there were very minimal, I guess, accessibilities for blind individuals to experience art. Later on, I've figured out that there was only either a speaker that talks about the project or the, I guess, the piece, and or a headset that I guess story tells throughout the museum. So later on, I decided I wanted to go with color and its theories and how it connects to blind individuals. Later on, I figured out that blind individuals, specifically the ones that are born with blindness, have no literal context to what color is. So you can tell them the sky is blue, yet they don't really know what blue is. So basically, I wanted to create this project and change the mediator. Instead of colors, I focused on textures and I focused on emotional well being for blind individuals and the visually impaired. I've figured out that there were almost only six research papers that talk about these two topics individually, not connected at all together. Therefore, I just decided to combine them together. Paper Vision imagines a more inclusive way of experiencing design. It looks towards a future where art, storytelling, and information are not limited to sight, but is accessible to people with different ways of perceiving the world. Also, throughout the creation of my Tactile magazine, the project focuses on thoughtful, user centered design that considers the needs for blind individuals and visually impaired, and it encourages more awareness and sensitivity towards the accessibility in design. There are some milestones that I've went through. The first milestone was just collecting data, making sure after the first semester I've previewed the collected data and I've tried to aim for something specific in the materials of my project. For example, the magazine, the semi-transparent paper, the specific materials that I want. And then chapter or milestone two, I focused on the chapters. So basically, the magazine is a tactile magazine that explores different materials with wellness or mental health or mental issues for blind individuals. And then later on, connecting them poetically to humans. Like the storytelling is more human related rather than fur is soft or fur brings happiness. It's more in depth. Later on in milestone three, I focused on actually implementing, doing the braille all handcrafted, making them specifically by detail. And then I worked on the giveaways and the mandatory, such as postcards, brochures, letterheads, business cards, stickers, etc., etc., etc. This is the final progress for the magazine in itself. Everything again was handcrafted. One prime issue that I've faced was the lack of companies and or agencies that can cooperate with my project. I've considered or contacted most, if not all, of the BVI institutions and called a lot of people to help out with the Braille, yet none would help in that process. Therefore, I had to do it by hand, by myself, specifically because they cannot produce the size nor the thickness of the paper that I have decided to work on. These are just the logo systems. This is the logo usage, and this is specifically what not to do with the logos. These are the color palettes, and these are specifically the color palettes, and it cannot be changed whatsoever. These are the typography usages. These are very specific. It cannot go off or on, or larger or smaller than each of these for their own categories. This is just a concept. It's a tactile magazine that explores how visuals design can be experienced through touch rather than just visually. Usually my whole idea, or like graphic design in general, focuses on visual communication, yet I've given it a turn with the social design concept, given it the audience that is needed. This is the scaling and the color choices for the logo. That's it. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.